This is why you can't find any wholesaling deals. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Rick Ginn here.
And in today's video, we are going to expose why you can't find any wholesaling deals. The truth is, it comes down to you. And not saying, oh, it's this big secret that's going to change everything, but it's really the way you're looking at wholesaling real estate that is causing you not to get any deals. On top of that too, if you're actually not closing any deals, we're going to tell you the secret to that too, so you can start having wholesaling success. The honest truth here is finding wholesaling deals only comes down to one key metric. If I could talk to anyone that's struggling in the marketing, I only have to ask them one key thing to see what they've been doing and how many of these they're having every week to do it. And this thing is not how many calls you're making, how many texts you're sending out, how much direct mail you're doing. That's the way that most wholesalers look at how good of a marketer you are, if you're getting deals or not, but that's not it.
The effectiveness of any type of campaign you do is solely going to be determined by the amount of contact. If you reach out to a list of 5,000 people and say only 100 people that actually answered the phone and said hello, that's how you calculate your contact rate. Honestly, I don't care how big your list is. I care on what your contact percentage is, because you only have a chance to do deals with people that you can actually physically talk to. If you have a very, very poor contact rate, you need to look at where you're getting your skip trace information from. This includes calls, texts, direct mails, any source you use to reach out to these people, because without having a great contact rate, you don't have a chance at it. So I don't care if your list is 100,000, 10,000, what is your effective contact rate? And once you can get that number up and increase your consistency and effort, you should have much, much better results with it. But contact rate, guys, if you can't talk to the people, you can't get a great wholesaling deal. You have to look at your contact rate.
So why doesn't it matter how many calls you make or direct mail, or you're only as good as your contacts? And that is the honest truth of what I'm trying to tell you today. I don't care if you sent 5,000 postcards out. If only 10 of those people called you back, you are not as good as the 5,000 postcards you sent out. You're only as good as the 10 people that called back. That's the truth. So if I got Billy on the street who calls 20 people, he gets a 50% contact rate, gets 10 people, he is doing just as well as you by you spending thousands of dollars on direct mail. This is why it's really important to focus on your contacts. And when you start focusing on your contacts, you actually start getting better at everything. What do I mean by this? If you want a good contact rate with direct mail, for example, you're going to have to get a good list. You're actually going to have to make sure it's a quality list, not a regular list off the street. If you actually want to start calling sellers and actually getting a lot of people to pick up the phone, you're going to have to get a good skip tracing result. You're actually going to have to get a very motivated list. This is what we're talking about. Just go out here and focus on the lists that give you really good contact rate. And that is the point of you finding good wholesaling deals. This is why you're struggling right now. You're focusing on the calls. You're focusing on what I'm doing. You got to focus on the quality of what you're doing too, because the more contacts you get, the more people that actually understand your message that you and your partner are looking to buy a couple houses for cash in the area. And eventually, when you talk to 100, 200, 300 contacts, one of them is going to be a really good wholesaling deal. The flow of wholesaling real estate, of finding a good deal like we're talking about today, is marketing, getting people to actually pick up the phone or call you, get the appointment, sign contracts, sell to a buyer, get that check and get that money. That is the point we're talking about today. Now you might be asking yourself, what's a good contact rate, right? Well, for calling, I would say you want to be above 10%, and roughly you're going to be between 10 to 30% on your cold calling when it comes to a contact rate. If you're using good skip tracing. Now, if you're broke, you got no money, TruePeopleSearch.com works well. Cyber background checks works really well. The best skip tracing I tell you right now is SMSZach.com. You can use that for skip tracing. But really, using any of those softwares, the free ones are going to be a little less, but like SMSZach.com, you should be able to get a really good contact rate if you're using a single line dialer. And all you basically got to do here is just call them. That's it. So you should be between a 10 to 30% response rate. That's roughly where we want to be at. Now, 15 I would say is on average, but you can always do above and below that depending on your quality data source. If I'm doing high equities, it's probably going to be between 10, 12, 13%. If I'm doing probates that no one else has this information, I might be up to 25, 30%. Same thing with SMS texting. The truth is most people actually read your text, but the reply rate is kind of a contact that should be between 20, 25% if you use the double whammy scripts. We have them a free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. And then for direct mail, I hate to tell you, but like 1 to 2% of a response rate is pretty average and pretty much what you want. Anything below that's not good. If you want to learn how to do direct mail the right way, just go to our free direct mail course, mailingmastery.com. Now, the second part about this, about actually doing the wholesaling deals, right? There's finding deals and closing the deals. The other key metric you are not focusing on, which it just drives me crazy, not just contacts, but this is the most important one above contacts. So when it comes to finding deals, contacts are the most important one. But when it comes to actually closing wholesaling deals and actually figuring out if if I'm talking to you right now to see if, hey, how much money did you make in wholesaling real estate? I only have to ask you one question. How many offers did you make? It all comes down to offers.
So he's correct. It's all about offers at the end of the day, because once you have a good contact rate and you're making progress, the next step is you got to make offers. And sometimes this is where you guys are just like, well, I don't know whether to make the offer. Listen, if you have a motivated seller and they have interest in selling the property, you just got to walk them through our qualifying process, MCTP, and then you've got to actually get to the negotiation. You should be excited when it comes to negotiation, because that's going to be the point where you decide to do a deal with them or not. Now, not every negotiation goes perfect, but by the end of the negotiation, you want to try to move your prospect forward for a yes or no decision. And hopefully you've pre-primed them with your conditional statement. But this is the point where you actually have to make the offer. Make the offer. Stop assuming, even if you don't think you're close, try to make the offer. In worst case scenario, if you have to follow up, you can even do a written offer, because sometimes the written offer, some people just take you more seriously when you do it. I don't like to leave open written offers, but first you have to do your go for no method, which is your starting to your negotiations. Then you basically have to work with your seller to find a price that makes both parties happy. And then you want to resubmit your offer verbally and then follow up with a written contract. And guys, if you're not making offers, I know you're not doing deals. So once you know you have a good contact rate, up your offers. Just make the offers. And if you're scared you're going to get rejected, you're never going to know until you actually make the offers. Make verbal offers, make simple written offers that have a deadline on it, and make sure anyone that you met with that is motivated at least gets the 1-2 punch on your offer system, because without an offer, I guarantee you the answer is no.
So here's the question here. How do I increase the amount of contacts I get? And how do I increase the amount of offers I make? Here's the reason why we're making this video too. It's one dang thing. That's it. Market more. Do more marketing. That is the actual secret. If you want to get more contacts and you want to make more offers, you just have to increase your marketing. And here's the big secret. Oh, Zach, I'm marketing too much. I'm already doing a market. Nobody cares. Market more. Let me tell you from the rooftop one more time. Nobody cares how hard you are working right now. If you are not getting the results you want right now and your marketing is already as efficient as possible, you're going to have to increase the numbers. Talking to everybody right now, are you spending 2 hours a day in your marketing? Or are you spending 30 minutes a day? I don't know what it is, but if you are spending 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day on your drying for dollars, your marketing, your cold calling, and you're still struggling, either you're in a really bad market or you're super inefficient in your marketing. Maybe you don't have to increase the marketing you're doing, but just get better at doing it. So what type of marketing works well for this? Number one, if you're talking about being efficient, I would probably look into digital bandit signs. You probably just rolled your eyes. What's a digital bandit sign? What's this? Oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. Digital bandit signs. Go to Craigslist ads, Facebook groups, start posting with ChatGPT. Go to the free course, freewholesaling.com. You probably haven't done digital bandit signs. So guess what? If you haven't done it, go try it. Consistently post for 60 plus days, and I promise you, you're going to get inbound leads. You don't have to cold call 2-3 hours a day to do this. While you're watching your Housewives TV show or whatever you like watching, you can just post like a couple ads right there between episodes and you can do it fine. It literally takes 15 minutes a day to do it, and it'll give you a lot of great inbound leads.
So keeping on topic on dealing with getting more contact rates and more offers, you actually have to deal with people that have signs of motivation. That's right. You need to focus on people that need to sell their house versus people that just want to sell their house. How do you do that? You simply go attack the most highly motivated list, and you know exactly where to do that. Go over to freewholesaling.com, but we're talking about probates, evictions, tax delinquencies, water shutoffs, fire damage, arrest records. Guys, it never stops. Why do I like these lists? Because where there's smoke, there's fire. And in today's market, we have to actually find people that are going to have motivation. So you might as well look in spots where they already have problems. And once you look in the areas where there's smoke, your job is to find the fire. Once you find fire, you should be able to strike a great wholesale deal. I've never seen a great wholesale deal put together without any signs of motivation. Don't forget this when talking about making more offers and your contact rate.
That's it. So pre-foreclosures, probates, water shutoffs, fire damage properties, arrest records. I go on and on. People that need to sell their house. If somebody's going to jail right now, 5 years for a DUI, why are you just going to be like, I'm too good, I don't want to do that? Let's help these people out. Either they get it or the city takes the property over. These are people that they just want to sell their house. They need to sell the property. That's why I have to be going after these type of lists, because they actually get you good wholesaling real estate deals. And once we increase our marketing, we call more we text more, we do the right lists, it actually ends up getting more contacts, more people we get to talk to, and that increases the amount of offers we can make, which makes us more money in wholesaling real estate. The truth is, why you're not finding wholesaling deals right now is because of your lack of contacts. You're also doing a lack of offers, most likely because you don't have enough contacts. So these are the key metrics we need to be looking at, not how many hours you've been grinding or how much calls you're making, because those are all vanity metrics, to be honest with you. How many contacts are you making and how many offers are you making? Now, there's other things like cash buyers and how good you are at your acquisitions, but honestly, for most people starting out that are struggling, let's just focus on these two things. I'm not here to sell you a guru course. Just go to freewholesaling.com. It's a free wholesaling course. I'm not here to upsell you something at the end. This is the truth that lets you actually get wholesaling real estate results. So focus on these two things. And if you're ready to work hard and you're ready to quit the excuses, go out here and increase your marketing and make more money in wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Go to freewholesaling.com, and we'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out.
Rick Ginn signing out.
Have a blessed one.
See you guys.